Good morning and welcome to Barb's Craft Room. Today I'm going to show you how to make an ephemera file folder booklet. It's a booklet. And you need a file folder to start with. What we're going to do is we're going to use the natural fold in the file folder to create the booklet. We're going to need to score on each end at about, let me go the other way so I know how many inches this is. Gonna score at about 3. This one is 3 and 3 1/8. There we go. 3 1/8. You score it up. And then we're gonna flip it around and score the other side at 4. Let me see. At 4 inches. Score the other side at 4 inches. So one is 3 1/8, the other is 4 inches. Then we're going to fold it in half and score it. I have to fold it in half because I have to. At 3 1/4, 3 1/4. Flip it upside down and score it again at 3 1/4. That way it's so thick I have both sides scored. All right. I'm going to ink the edges of my file folder. You might be able to see it better if I do this. I know this is monotonous if you don't want to watch somebody ink the edges of their project, but I kind of like it, so you have to bear with me. I'm so sorry. You have to bear with me because I like it. I hope you like inking the edges. It gives it more of a, I think, a rustic kind of look to it. It'll also help you see what I'm doing. I'm going to fold it up on that 3 1/4 inch and ink the edges there. Then I'm going to fold it in on the one side. Then I'm going to fold it in on the other side. And I have my booklet. But we're going to doctor it up a little bit so that it will fold and open smoother, okay? Before you do anything, when you're making your file folder, before you cut, before you do anything, my suggestion would be that you make sure that when you fold these sections in, that your booklet matches. I tried it already and I thought I had it down, but I messed it all up. So I had to do it again. But I'm not throwing out that file folder because it'll make great tags. So on this end, what you're going to do is you're going to cut this square off and give it a little bit of an angle cut like this, only on this flap. This one you want to cut straight. Okay. This one is a little bit of an angle cut as well on both sides. And the reason you're cutting a little bit of an angle on both sides is so when you fold it up, it will fold nicely and not catch. Okay. And then the same thing on this one, a little bit of an angle cut. But on this side, you will cut it off straight. There we go. Then when you fold it in, and you fold this in, your booklet is a lot lighter. Fits perfect. I'm going to ink these edges that I cut off. Well, I should have corner rounded them first. But since I did not, I still can. Alright, let's corner round these and then I'll probably have to re-ink it. This one won't corner round by itself because of the flap. So I'm going to have to do it by hand, which won't be very hard because I can take one of these little cuts that I just cut off, and I can either draw a line or I could glue it on there and then do it. But you don't have to have a corner rounder. You can just corner round it by yourself if you can, and re-ink the little edges. And since I want this edge corner rounded, I'm going to cut it off just like that. Ta-da! Before I glue anything onto it, before I glue the pockets down, before I glue anything, I would like to put a paper in here. So I have this collection of paper. You may or may not have it. It's called Park Lane Vintage Pastel. I don't know where I got it. I just have it in my stuff. Oh, and it's full of tags. Lots of beautiful tags. It's full of pretty papers. I have to decide which paper I want to put back here. That looks pretty, yeah. Okay, I'll use that one. Maybe. I also like a music sheet. I think I might go with that. I might go with that. So this section in here, I don't have to go all the way down, but I should put paper at least to go under the flap. And so what I'm going to do is measure this, and it is about 8.5 this way. I don't want 8.5. And it is 5.5 this way. So I'm going to go, no, I'm not going to go. I'm going to cut it at 5.25 5 1/4. I'm going to cut 2 pieces because I do believe this side is the same. Yeah, I'm going to cut 2 pieces at 5 1/4. So this is 1, and this is 2. Now I said it was going to be 8 1/2. I'll put them 2 together. And I'm going to cut it at 8. Let me see. Let me see where I'm going to cut it. I'm going to cut it about, wait. Let me do it this way. It's always better to check it twice. Cut it there. And I'll let you know what that is. This is 8. Let me see where I'm cutting it at 8 and 1, 2, 3/8. 8 3/8. 8 3/8. But I'm going to save these. I'm going to corner round it. Corner round each one of these because I like it corner rounded. I'm only corner rounding the top. Was that the top or was that the bottom? I think that was the bottom. Wait, which way does the music go? I don't know. Does anybody know how music goes? Does it go like that or like that? I think it might go like that. Let's recut the, you only need to corner around the top, whichever the top is. I used to know how to read music, but that was so long ago. Ink it. These are fun little booklets that you can send to your partner. You can add them to your junk journal really easy. It can be in addition to a junk journal, or it can just be a booklet that holds your ephemera for a particular theme. It's really, up to you what you decide. So these are going to go like this. And then I'm going to, oh look, it was the exact size. Then they're going to go up like that. So let's glue them in. Oh, that's pretty. I messed that up, didn't I? Oh, I have an idea. What if I cut these off? What if? I'm going to cut it off. I'm going to cut it off right there. Oh, not that one. I need to cut the paper. Not that, Barb. There. I like that much better. That's so pretty. And then I didn't ink it right. I'm cutting them both at the same time. Oh, I need to corner around these now. See what happens when you find something really pretty and you like it. You can change your mind at the last minute if you so desire, just like I did. All right, I'm going to re-ink this side, and then I'm going to check my measurement on the longer piece. And I'm still want the music sheet back there. I still want the music sheet. I'm going to hold those like that. And we'll put the music sheet in here. Let's see how that works. Oh my goodness. Look at that. That is gorgeous. That's what I'm doing. All right. Since it fits, it's happening. I had no idea. See, you can just go along and then all of a sudden come up with ideas. Wonderful, huh? Wonderful. Beautiful. I'm ecstatic about that decision. Of course, you know, I guess I just figured out a different way to decorate this thing. And all I had to do was cut the middle, cut this section. I had to cut this section the exact length so I could fold it up and cut the bottom off of this section. Oh, well, that was smart. All right. I need my pen. My glue kind of got dried up there a little bit. I don't know how. I just started using it. What would be great? Oh, I made a mistake. That's not what I wanted to do. Oh, well. Too late. Too late for you, Barb. I was going to put it as a pocket. Maybe I could make this one a pocket. Okay, so this one now is a pocket here. To let you know it's a pocket, I should cut a thumb tab. So now you know it's a pocket. A pocket in a pocket. All right. You could cut just the paper, but since I messed it up, I had to play with it. Then I'm going to glue down these sides. Now I have here 1, 2, 3 pockets. 3 pockets. 1, 2, and 3. So there's 3 pockets there, okay? Which can be filled. Then I need to do the sides. And I got this dark rose, so that will look horrible next to it. And the green is too bright. So I do not like that. What else do I have? Okay, I like this paper. This paper could go on here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure with the paper. So no mistakes. And I'm going to draw this on here like this. Okay. You can't see it, but I can. I'm going to, I think I'm going to cut it, but we'll see. Okay, it just wasn't dark enough for me. I have good eyesight, but that wasn't good enough. I'm going to make this darker. Gotta see it in order to cut it. All right. I do like this paper. So it's going to go like that with this wood piece. So it's okay if the pencil lines are on here. But in order to make it fit exactly, I'm going to have to cut the straight edge a little bit so it fits with a, I'll show you what I mean. All right. See, now it's kind of a little too big. So I'm going to cut a little bit off on this straight edge. Just a little bit. Look like I cut it crooked anyway. All right. So there's the straight edge. I'll give it some ink. If you have wood paper, wood paper's always pretty to me, especially if you add birds or trees. But I'm a very earthy kind of girl. So how's that? That looks pretty good. Kind of needs a little bit off of this. And a little bit off of this. Always check your work. Always check. That fits a little bit nicer, I do believe. But the edge is still too long. Okay. It doesn't have to be perfect. That's way better. Yes. Okay. Ink it up. Ink it up. Ink it and then glue it. And my glue is stuck again. Crazy glue. It's not crazy glue. It's art glitter glue that likes to be stuck. It dries so fast it dries inside the tube, I think. All right. So that looks pretty. I should have cut two because one should go on that side. But I'm going to draw this side now so that I have wood on both sides. And this time I'm going to cut inside the pencil line, hoping that I won't have to retrim it. We shall see. So inside the pencil line this time. I like file folders. They're so much fun to work with. Make sure you hold your mouth just the right way so that when you cut, you can get it straight. And always turn your paper and not your scissors. I don't know if you knew that or not, but that is absolutely perfect, which we don't want. We need to cut it off a little bit. So I'm going to cut it off, I think a 1/4 of an inch maybe. 1/4 of an inch. So you have it. 1/4 of an inch. Oh, that turned out fairly decent. So cut it, next time you go to cut, make sure you cut it inside the pencil line, and it will give you just enough leeway to be able to lay it on your file folder and have it look like it was cut for it. Looks like I cut it crooked right there. I think I did. I'm going to cut it straight. Didn't want to cut it crooked. I just did it. All right. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. A little bit off the bottom. I'd rather use my cutter here. It always cuts better than I do. All right. Measure, measure, remeasure. That looks better. All right, we're going to glue it. Look at my glue's working. Because I put the, what do you call it in it? The pin. It's not perfect though. It's being ornery. Oh. Well, there we go. All right. Now what I need to do is I want to put a pocket here and 2 pockets here. So, what paper shall I use for that? Oh, you know what? I got these. Let's do this. This will make a nice pocket. This will make a very nice pocket. So we're going to cut it there. I'm just trying to use the paper I've already used. And that's just a tad too long. So I'm going to cut it a little bit off the top. I'm going to make it a thumb tab. Ink it up. Oh wait, I need to round the corners because of where it was. It needed rounder corners. You don't have to. You can leave it square. You just might have to make it a little shorter. Okay, so there's a pocket there. Beautimous. Glue along the edge and on the bottom and along the edge. Might want to just make sure you have enough room to put stuff in there. Okay, and this one will go over here. And look, it's a perfect size. But because I corner rounded the other side, I'm going to have to corner around this side so it matches. Well, I like it to match anyhow. I'm leaving this one long. Oh, I forgot to put my ink pen, my pin in the glue. All right, let's go back to the ink. Looking pretty so far. I think paper selection is always a plus. So make sure you choose the right paper for your project. The other thing this could use is another pocket that's a little smaller down here. Or two little pockets. I'm going to mark it again. And then I'm going to put 2 pockets out of this one. So this would be a long pocket, but it's too long. So I'm going to fold it in half. So I have where to cut. And cut it in half. Now I have 2 pockets. And this could hold really small ephemera around your corners so they all match. It looks funny. It looks like a dress shirt. Part for a dress shirt. Oh, that was the wrong side. It's cute though. Cute little pocket. I could do it the same, or I could flip it over. I could flip it over. I think that would be cool. There's probably upside down music, but at this point, it doesn't matter. So I'm going to put the music one up here. And then I'll probably put this one down here like that. So there's just a little bit of music in between. That's a good idea. I'm going to leave it straight on the bottom. It still looks like a shirt top. And change it into a shirt top. There we go. So that is, now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pockets. Well, I don't really want to hide this because it's so pretty, but I mean, you know, why would you want to hide that? So whatever's left here, I'm going to cut it in half lengthwise, sort of, kind of. I got 2 pieces, and I could put one across there like that. I like that one. I'm going to put a thumb notch in this. I'm leaving it, well, I better not. I should leave it square. Let me see. Let me see what it looks like. I'll leave it square like this. That way you can still see the rows. I'm going to like it like that, I think. It's a little pocket, but I can still see it. I can still see the rows. That I like. And the butterfly. So there's the inside. And on this flap, we can put, I really like that, but I don't want any more music. I have another music paper here. Really pretty. Ooh. This one's purple. Purple and shiny gold. What do you think? Does that look okay with that? Yeah. Okay. I need to put it on this side. So if I cut it like this, then it will go on the top. Okay. This is where you have to be careful of your pencil drawing because it will show on this piece. I'm going to cut outside the line. I'm inside the line. I'm going to cut inside the line. You know, if you didn't want it to be exactly like the file folder, you could always just cut a straight piece. I mean, there's always options. I like options. Okay. This has a bird on it. That's really pretty. So, if I put this like this, this dip has to be a little bit deeper. Like that. Corner round edge. Cut some off of there. Cut some off of there. All right. So we're going to cut 1/4 or 1/8 of an inch off of the back. And the sliver off of the top. I'm just cutting, when I cut the sliver, I just put my paper over the cutting edge. And it seems to work. Hey, look at that. This corner needs to be rounded. Of course I can't. Of course you can't. Now I'm going to just freehand it. See there? Free-handed corner. And that looks fairly decent. Ink it up. This is really pretty paper. I'm glad I chose this paper. There's so much. If you would like to participate in this file folder booklet, and you like these instructions, I'm thinking that I would like to maybe give this one away. Maybe. Depends on. I just don't know how to do it. That's the problem. How would I give it away? It's so pretty. Oh, I'm going to put the same thing on this side with this one. Make sure you line it up good so that you get what you want on, you know. If it's not straight in there, what'll happen is it'll be crooked. We don't want it crooked. I'm going inside the line again. I think I will give this to the person who, at the end of the month, does all of the swaps. Whoever does the swaps and does them correctly, the end of October will get this. That's how I'll do it. So if you want this, you just have to follow the rules of in the swap group, which means you will post your proof of mailing in the event. You will post a thank you on the main feed. You put your name in the comments section. And if you do that for every one of your projects, and you've done, let's just say you've done all of my swaps, this can be yours. It's very possible. Cut that just a little bit more. That's what I'm going to do. This is so pretty. I don't even know why I said I wanted to give it away. I have one. I didn't use this paper, but I have one that I did. So I don't need two. Oh my. This is so very pretty. It's still a little bit. Crazy. Okay. Voila. Ta-da. Ta-da, voila. And even though this is really pretty, you don't want to hide it. I'm going to put a pocket or two. I'm going to put a pocket on each one of these. And the back side of this is purple, but I'm not a fan. I do have a gold piece over here. This gold piece is kind of too much, but this side is really nice. So I think I'm going to use this side, and I'm going to make a 3-inch seven, 8, 9, 10. Yep, I'm gonna cut 3 inches, all the way down 3 inches. And this one will be 3-inch, and I think I'm gonna go 3 by 3. I'm gonna do maybe 3 pockets of 3 by 3. Let's see how that works. 3 pockets, 3 by 3. I'm gonna see how that works. 1, 2, 3. I covered the bird. I covered the bird. I'm putting them all together. I'm going to punch a notch. Oh, that was hard to do. These I'm not rounding those. They're not going to look like a shirt. They're going to look like a pocket. Ain't that good? Wonder how I could do it without losing the bird. Probably wouldn't be able to. Unless I made them shorter. That's just my brain thinking, you know, I don't know. All right. 1 pocket. I could do it that way. Okay, I might do that. I might just do that. There we go. All right. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to leave this one here. It was just underneath of that bird. Like a pocket. Just under the bird. And you notice I closed the whole entire pocket holder. I'm going to put this one here, and I'm going to do the same thing. It's a deep pocket. You just don't see it all. And that's perfectly fine. It's better than making a short one, you know, where you can't fit anything in it. So, I'm going to line this up. Not like that. And then the last one. Hold your tongue straight. Hold your mouth just right so you can glue it on there. Put it on the bottom. It's a little bit deeper. And Make sure it's straight. There's 3 pockets. I probably could have lowered that or raised that one, but it'll work because, you know, let's say we're going to put in this as a tag. Not that I will, but maybe I will. Let's see, I have a little tag edge right here. Besides the fact that you've watched this and I said I was going to give it away, I'm going to fill it up. So when you get it, you're going to get it with lots of stuff in it. So see, that holds perfectly there. And this can be a tag. I'm going to cut it to 1.5. So it will be 2 tags. Of course, I'll probably decorate it a little bit more because I like to play. And when you get stuff from me, you're going to get the best that I can do, because I like to give away stuff, and I like to give away good stuff because I just do. All right. There's 3 tags in there. I will probably decorate the outside here too. Then we need to put a pocket on this side. Perhaps I'm going to, I found these really pretty tags in here, and I'm going to take one of these tags. I'm going to take one and make it a pocket. Just don't know which one I want to do. I like those. Let's see what else we got. Let me see what else we got. I mean, there's lots in here. There's these pretty ones too. Okay, let's see. Okay. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, there's too much to choose from. Let's try this. I'm going to go right there at the very edge. And this is already a tag, but I'm going to change it from a tag to a pocket. Really, Barb? How are you going to do that? You know, you can do anything you want. It's your art. Like that. That's how you change it from a tag to a pocket. It might be too long for me, but we'll see. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe so. I'm gonna cut this off. Let's see. I like it better. I'm gonna go 3 inches. I think it was just too long, but I'm still gonna do the same thing. Okay. There you go. And now it's a pocket. Oh, I don't want it there, Barbara. I want it down here and along the side and along this side. There we go. There is my pocket tag. And some skinny ephemera can go in there, you know. That's pretty. And then there's this one here that would be pretty too. So that's going to happen. We'll cut this one out. And you know, by all means, you can make your own tags. You can make your own pockets. You don't have to use, you know, pre-made stuff. You don't have to use a digital. You could just use what you got. You know, I always see some really pretty papers out there and think, oh, I need that. I want to have that. That's so pretty. And then I say, I'm too cheap. I'm just going to use what I got. And I do. Oh, yeah. Maybe a little pocket hole. Just a little. Just a little pocket hole. Okay. Another little pretty pocket. There we go. Now they need little goodies, and they'll get goodies. This, I picked a paper for this one. I thought the front would be really pretty with that. So I've already marked it. I'm going to cut it, and that's going to be my front cover. I think what I'm going to do on this is I'm going to surprise you. I'll show you what I'm going to do. This is pretty and it looks like it's already layered. But just in case you want to layer it. Look at that. Too big. Barb. I did it. Too big. And that's why you always measure after you cut. Just so you get it right. There we go. It's still too long. It's still too long. Now it's not. Now it's good. Okay. I should have measured it before I inked it, right? Okay. So I want to put this here, but I'm thinking it would be really cool if it was actually layered like you see it. I don't have this rose. I suppose you could put a doily there if you had this rose. I don't have another paper like this. That's the problem. I already used it. So I don't have another paper like that. Oh well. This was my thought. Okay, I'll just share my thought. Let's just say you wanted to create this as the cover, but you wanted it to look 3D, or I don't know if it's called 3D or 2D, whatever. You wanted it to pop. If you had two papers that were the same, you cut this out. You get a real doily. You make two tags. And you cut this out of your second piece. You pop up the real doily with dimensionals or something that raises it up. You put two tags exactly like this in here, and then you layer the cutout roses on it, and then it stands out. It pops and it makes it look like it was built on the page. Anyway, I'm going to put this on the back, except for this time I think I'm going to measure it before I cut it. Let's cut it there. And cut it there. Which I thought I did on the last one, but apparently not. The good thing about doing the back and the front is you can still make these. I'm going to do this different. I'm going to take this back pocket here. I'm going to make it a pocket. You are? I am. I have a bigger circle because it's a bigger piece. And I'm going to cut the finger hole in the middle. And I'm going to glue this down like I would a pocket. So it goes on the edge, but it won't go on the edge because it's stuck again. You know, I refilled my ink and my glue, and it shouldn't be doing this. But for some odd reason, it just likes to do it when I'm filming. I guess that's just the way the glue flows. All right, now I have a pocket here. If I wanted to, I don't know where that piece went. Oh well, that would have been a great place to put that glue that piece back in there. But I didn't even know where I flipped it. I flipped it out of here. Now you have a pocket here. And you can put tags. You could take the leftovers here and make a couple of tags and put them in there. They're kind of too short. But I have lots of tags, lots of papers here to use, and trust me, I'm going to use them. But I'm going to fill it. I'm going to keep decorating, but that is the ephemera file holder booklet. You can decorate and put pockets where you want, or, you know, you don't have to do what I do. Do what you want to do. And I appreciate you watching. Have a great day. Bye now.